are a lot of women out here right now who are single and they feel like they're stuck. You feel stuck. And the stuckness wouldn't be an issue if it wasn't attached to misery. Like there's a part of you that's just so uneasy that just feels like, oh my God, what am I doing wrong? Yo, party people, it's Ashley of SingleWomanChronicles.com, where I encourage single women to be the best version of themselves through healing and avoiding certain pitfalls in dating, love, and relationships. And guys, I'm so excited about today. You know I'm excited because I'm over here trying to sing to y'all, and I know I can't sing, but I'm glad y'all are listening anyway. But today I am revealing to you guys what I have been working on for the past 2 months, my new coaching program entitled Single Happy Hopeful. Please do not switch off because you're like, oh Lord, she about to sell to me. No. Listen to me. I am going to still give you guys some tips and some tricks. So keep on listening because y'all, it's been a long time coming, y'all. It's been a long time coming. So if you have been listening to me for a minute, I just want you to be proud of me, okay? Because this has been a long time coming. And if you watched my live yesterday on Instagram or on TikTok, I'm pretty much talking about the same thing, but I had to, of course, reveal it to my podcast. So that's why I'm saying it again on today. So let's get into it. So I've had my blog since 2015. I started Single Woman Chronicles in 2015 because I was always the single friend, and the only friends I had around me were serial monogamists. And they kept giving me advice that I felt was stupid because unless you're in these dating streets, you don't understand what we have to go through and the resilience we have to have, the knowledge, the wisdom we have to have, and just how we have to move. You don't know. That's why when I go to singles conferences, like with pastors and stuff, I love what the pastors are trying to do, but I feel like they do not speak to the plight of single women in 2023. They just don't. And it's frustrating. And please don't get on here talking about what about men. I don't talk to men. I talk to women because my blog is literally called Single Women Chronicles. I've been called to speak to and relate to single women. So when I'm listening to in these singles conferences, to me, they're not diving deep enough. It's like you get on here, you want to tell me to stay celibate. Okay, did that. You want to tell me to heal, love myself. Okay, I did that. You want to tell me to wait for the guy. Okay, I've been single since 2017, did that. But what else? Like, I feel like there's a lack of empathy that goes on. Like, for some reason, they're so busy telling us what to do about being single, giving us assignments, but they're not relating to us in a way and empathizing with us in a way where we feel seen. I rarely feel seen when I'm in a singles conference. I rarely feel seen when I'm watching people's videos that's telling me about, okay, how to maintain your hope while you're single. No, everyone's just giving advice. So I felt like there was this gap in the market for a program that helps single women to restore hope in dating, restore hope in love, because it's hard out here. Especially I feel like the longer you've been single, especially if you're not necessarily single by choice, in a sense of if you had a perfect guy in your face right now, you would choose him, right? Like there's a difference between being single by choice, meaning that you're remaining single until that person comes along, because you could choose to just settle or just date anybody, but you're waiting for the person who's best fit for you. Versus when you actually do want to be in a relationship, but you're choosing, you actually do want to be in a relationship, but you just haven't met somebody. And so you're technically not single by choice in a sense, because it's like, if I had to choose, if I could snap my fingers, baby, I'd be married. So I think it's more frustrating when you're single in that sense, when you really do want the relationship, because there are some people who don't. There are some people who are just 110% being okay with being single. They don't want nobody. They're like, F this, I don't care. I enjoy being by myself. I don't care. These are the people who be like, listen, if I ever got married, he got to live in his own house and I'm going to live in mine. I respect those people. But if you're not them, because I'm not them, it can be emotionally damaging. It can cause you to question yourself. It can cause you to get so tired of it where you're just like, you know what? I give up. I quit. I don't even want to date anymore because there's nobody out there for me. It can cause you to lose yourself because you can get so caught up with trying to adopt everybody's strategy that you lose sight of what you actually want and what you actually need, right? So I felt that there was a program that was missing. There was something just not there. There was a void where single women who are successful, who are beautiful, who have done the work, who have healed, done X, Y, and Z, they were still yearning for something else that wasn't being given to them. And that's who I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to the single women. You've healed. You look good. It's not like you're not attracting people necessarily, but anytime you attract somebody, it's just not working out. And you just trying to figure out, bro, what do I do now? I'm just sitting here. I'm waiting on my person. I'm sick of this. Dating sucks. What do I do now? That's what Single Happy Hopeful is about. That is who Single Happy Hopeful is for. Okay? Now that I have your attention, I legit, for the past 3-4 years, I've been at a tug of war with myself about maintaining and keeping Single Woman Chronicles. Like, I've wanted to quit for the last 3 to 4 years. The reason I had not quit was because I felt like God was telling me to keep going. And then last year, when I was about to quit again, God was like, why would you get to the other side and then quit? That makes absolutely no sense for you to go through what you've gone through to get the knowledge and wisdom you've gained just to quit and not share it with nobody. And that's what I want to do for you guys. So going back to 2015 when I started this thing, I'm not going to call myself stupid. I'm going to call myself naive. Okay. I was naive. Okay. I was naive because I grew up single parent household. My mom never told me about dating, never told me about liking boys. It was just, don't do it until I tell you you can. I didn't have the birds and the bees talk about sex. I didn't have none of that. I literally learned by trial and error. Then growing up, absent father, mom who's not emotionally available. So I lacked a lot of attention growing up. So when I got in high school and I started getting attention from boys, I yearned for it. Like I chased it. So I wanted attention. I was boy crazy. I wanted it so bad. Like I just wanted a male's attention. I wanted the commitment. Like I would chase guys and I would chase the wrong ones because nobody told me what a good guy looked like. Nobody said, you look for this when you're dating. You look for these types of men when you're dating. You avoid these types of men. No, I feel like I went after every guy who I wasn't supposed to. Like all of them. Because high school, I was going after the pretty boys and athletes. College, I'm going after the pretty boys, athletes, and Greeks. Early 20s, I'm going after the flashy guys who can take me out, show me a good time, probably fly me out. Like, girl, do you want to get your heart broken, baby? Do you want to get it broken? And I realized the reason why I was going after those men was, one, it was a lack of knowledge. I was ignorant. They say ignorance is bliss. Like I was blissfully chasing these fools because I was ignorant of the fact that these men may not be a good catch for you. Okay? And this is a side note. I feel like I need to say this. So I briefly talked about the whole Brittany Renner situation last week, how she said she had sex with all these people, body count, blah blah blah. I don't care. I'm not minding that lady's business because how she did it is whatever. But I do want to talk about this. I've spoken about my journey from being addicted to sex at one point, how I went from being a sex addict to celibate. Cold turkey, just cold turkey, nothing but the blood of Jesus. But my sexual addiction had nothing to do, like I was functioning. I wasn't, you know, missing work, unable to go out with people. Like, no, I was functioning. But the reason I said it was an addiction was because I used sex to feel better about things. So if I was stressed, I didn't drink for real. I didn't smoke. I've never smoked before, done drugs or whatever. So sex was the next best thing for me. Sex was my vice. So when I felt down about something, I would be like, you know what? I'm about to go have sex with this boy because I'm gonna feel good for them 3 seconds of orgasm, and then I'm gonna go about my day. But it was just so detrimental because I know now that I don't need something from the outside to make me feel good on the inside. I've gotten to that point, right? But I just want to speak to the girl who, growing up, she dated a lot of different people, and she questioned if that made her promiscuous. But if she really thinks about it, she wasn't dating people for sexual anything. She was dating people because she really wanted love that bad. And when love didn't work out, she ran and tried to find love again. And she just kept bumping her head. I want to speak to you real quick. I used to be you. And my heart goes out to you because I know how heartbreaking it is to keep bumping your head and making the same mistake and not understanding why you're making it. It's deeper than just advice that you need. It's even deeper than celibacy, because y'all know I've been celibate, right? But even in my celibacy, I still was bumping my head from time to time. And I had to realize it's not just the sex part. It's also how you view yourself. How do you see yourself? What do you actually think you deserve? What do you actually think you bring to the table? What are you leading with? Whatever you're leading with is where you find value in. If you're leading with sex, you feel like your value is in your sex. If you're leading with your flaws, you're feeling like your flaws, you have to tell those up front or that person will leave you. So I just want to let you know, if that was you back in the day and you still feel like you're tripping over your feet, it's deeper than the surface. And that's mainly why I wanted to create this coaching program, because there are a lot of women out here right now who are single and they feel like they're stuck. You feel stuck. And the stuckness wouldn't be an issue if it wasn't attached to misery. Like, there's a part of you that's just so uneasy that just feels like, oh my God, what am I doing wrong? Like, I've literally tried everything and I'm still here. And I believe that there are some underlying issues that we must address, because I think how we handle our single season has a lot to do with how we view ourselves internally. And it encompasses loving yourself. It encompasses finding value in yourself. All of that. And that's what I address. I address this stuff in week 1. We get down to the nitty-gritty in the coaching program. So it's a 4-week group coaching program. I will be coaching a group of 10 women. Spaces are limited. Starting on Monday. It's a group coaching program. Every Monday, I come on and we have a talk and I coach you guys. And week 1, the subject of coaching is taking inventory over your love life. Because some of y'all are suffering in your love life, but you don't even know why you're suffering. You think it's because you can't meet nobody, when it's really because low key, you have low self-worth. So you're limiting the spaces you go into because you think if I go into these spaces, then no man will find me attractive, and you're afraid of rejection. So it's sometimes deeper than what you think it is. There's somebody else who you probably have an anxious attachment style. So everybody you meet and date, you give your all to, and then when it doesn't work or they dump you, you feel like you're going freaking crazy. You're anxious. You don't know what to do. You're losing sleep. You want to cry, and you tired of that cycle. So you done told yourself I ain't dating nobody else, when really it ain't about that. You just have to develop a different strategy in order to get a different result, because all you can control is you. Okay? So week 1, like I said, we take an inventory. There are some things about you that you probably haven't even recognized yet. So I'm bringing that self-awareness to the forefront. Week 2, we digging deep into self-worth, because y'all know I'm all about the self-worth. Like, I believe in loving yourself and feeling value in yourself. Everybody walking this earth should feel some sort of value that is internal and not external, but we ain't talking about it enough. But I think in dating, when you lack self-worth, you question yourself so much in the dating process. You beat yourself up so much when you don't know your worth, because you're wondering every single time, and you're blaming yourself every single time something don't work out. And it's not you. Sometimes he just didn't have good intentions. Sometimes it was bad timing. Sometimes it just wasn't supposed to work. It's not always you. You're not always the reason your romantic relationships don't work out. Okay, I want you to say it with me if that's how you feel. I am not always the reason my romantic relationships do not work out. I want you to connect to that, relate to that, feel that. And that's what I talk about in week 2. You got to build unshakable self-worth. I don't want y'all letting nobody dusty sun make you feel like you are not worthy of the love you deserve. Nobody. Okay? Then week 3, we're establishing this thing called dating resilience. Listen, let me tell y'all what I used to do. After every dusty sun that would hurt my little feelings in a dating pool, I would take a break. Every time. I'd be like, I ain't doing this. I'm going to take a month off. I can't do it. I need to reset. I'm done. Now, some of y'all do need to take a break because you haven't been taking breaks. But there are some women, after every disappointment, y'all like, I'm done. I ain't finna do this. And y'all wait about 5 months to get back out there. And it's like, you was dating that dude for a week. That situation didn't work out. That situationship wasn't supposed to work out. You had only been dating dude for a month. Girl, get back out there and go find somebody else. Like, what is we doing? We not, When you build dating resilience, you're not going to feel the need to go and take these long breaks from dating, because you're going to realize that, you know what, there's a way for me to weed out busters real quick, but also to bounce back quickly. Okay? That's what we're talking about in week 3. And then in week 4, we're going to rediscover hope, because y'all got to stop. If your timeline only consists of bashing of dating, you need to switch it. If everything on your timeline talks about how bad dating is, baby, I need you to switch it. I need you to switch it. Like, it's okay to follow people, because I tell you about, okay, if someone's breadcrumbing you, if someone ghosted you, this is what you do. If someone did X, Y, and Z, I get that. But if you are talking about, oh, this what you bring to the table, oh, this amount of money, oh, dating sucks, and oh, you got to find some hope out here, because listen, the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so he is. If all you think about your love life is that it sucks, your love life is going to suck. I got to teach you different affirmations. I got to teach you how to envision a new love life, because guess what? Newsflash. You can be happily and joyfully single, but still be hoping for the love of your life. Society makes it seem like you got to pick one, but you do not. You literally can do both. You can be a content woman in her single season, but still waiting and hoping for the love of your life. That's the sweet spot. That is the sweet spot. Okay? That is the sweet spot. So by the end of this program, you will no longer value yourself as a single. You will no longer devalue yourself as a single woman. No longer will you question yourself after somebody dusty sun walks out. No, you don't care. You gonna keep it moving. you will also take control of your love life. No longer will you say things like, oh, don't nobody approach me. Oh, I don't know where to find me. Oh, no, that's going to be different. You're going to be attracting folks. You're going to be going out on dates. You're going to be getting down to the nitty gritty. You're going to be outside. You're going to have a very busy love life because you're going to take control of it and stop making excuses about it. Okay. And then afterwards, you're going to be way more self-aware of yourself. Like, you're going to be able to identify, like, maybe I shouldn't have done that because that probably was related to this childhood trauma. So that's probably why I did this and X, Y, and Z. You're going to be very aware. And I always say awareness is the beginning of breakthrough because, baby, you cannot fix anything you are not aware of. You got to be aware of yourself. You have to be so aware of yourself, like laser focused on the person that you are so you can make quick adjustments. Okay? All right. And then after that, listen, after this program, your bounce back going to be stupid. Your bounce back going to be stupid. Folks going to be like, dang, that date disappointed. We're going to take a break again. You be like, nah, girl, I got a date tomorrow. What is you talking about? Like, nah, I got a date tomorrow. Ain't nothing to cut that off. What we talking about? So I'm very excited about this program. Again, I'm only coaching 10 women for the first go round, which is in October. On October the 16th, which is Monday if you listening to this on October what's the day tonight? The 10th. I record on Monday, but I release on Tuesdays. But listen, I'm still going to be running it, but if you want to get in right now, go ahead and click apply now in the bio because I'm ready to get y'all started. Y'all ready? It's time to get started. It's time because I just feel like we need a renewed front. We need more women speaking positively about dating again. We need more women setting standards and boundaries out here and actually standing on them and not let nobody dusty sun derail that. We just need more. We just need more. And I want to help you get there. Okay, I want to help you overcome all that frustration. I want to help you find joy in your single season as you wait for the love of your life. I need y'all to join this with me. I'm so excited about it. So if you are excited about it, go ahead and click apply now because it is time. It is time. It is time to be single, happy, and hopeful because I want y'all to do that with me. Because back in the day when I hated being single, it was a ghetto place. It was a very ghetto place and I was tired of it. I was I was tired of feeling sad about it. I was just tired. But no longer do I feel sad about any of it. I'll be out here. I'll be having fun. Like, I literally squeeze everything out of my single life that I can. And I want the same for you. I don't want you to just merely exist, just waiting for the day for your knight shining armor to come. No, I want you to live, baby, because it's time to live. Let's live. Come on, let's live. But all right, y'all go ahead and sign up. I look forward to going on this journey with you, learning more about you. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Well, all right, y'all. Till next time. Bye.